We are just a few days away from the next new comic book day. Time to take a look at the list of all the books coming out so I can tell you what I'm getting. What's up, guys? BJ Kicks here. I buy comics, I read them, and I review them. All for your viewing pleasure. If you're new here, welcome. Not, welcome back. On this channel, I talk about comics. That's unboxings, reviews, interviews with creators, and everything in between. So if you're interested in that type of content, consider subscribing to the channel. And thanks for watching. Now, today, I'm giving you the latest in the series that I like to call What I'm Getting, where I go through the books coming out in the current week. I tell you what's on the buying list or what's my pull list, what's on the chopping block, and what's on the maybe list, the books I might be making a game day decision on. This week, I have a very specific goal, and that is to get caught up. So as I'm filming this, it's actually Saturday. I'm filming this a little bit earlier than I normally would. Usually I don't put these videos out until like Monday, so I don't shoot them until Sunday night, maybe even Monday morning. But full disclosure, I'm recording this on Saturday. What's today? The 11th. And so it's my goal that before Wednesday morning, I am caught up on every series that I named today. And most series on my pull list in general, because I'm just behind. There's a lot of books coming out. But this week, there's a very exciting list of books coming out. My total's a little bit lower than it usually would be, so I got to take advantage of this, take advantage of the light week, and really get caught up. So now I like to start with the book that I'm most excited for new comics coming out June 15th, and this week that is Blood Syndicate Season 1, Issue Number 2. Blood Syndicate is written by Jeffrey Thorne with art by Chris Cross. If you are familiar with Blood Syndicate from the 90s, the older Milestone series, then there's a lot to love about this one. Issue 1 introduced us to Wise Son and Tech 9 and Fade, so as well as Flashback. But anyway, we got glimpses of the team and how they're going to come together. Obviously, because the Big Bang changed so much, I think the group that has to change the most is Blood Syndicate from their original origin. So we're learning, how does the Blood Syndicate come to be if the Big Bang didn't happen in the traditional way? And if gang violence isn't necessarily the big overall theme of the book this time around. So it's been really interesting. It was really compelling seeing issue 1. I most loved the return of Holocaust and just how big and bad we're seeing that he is. Issue 2 is going to focus, or at least the solicit says, it's going to focus more on Wise Son, give us more of his background, give us reasons to root for him or not root for him as he potentially finds his way onto the team that'll be known as Blood Syndicate. So I'm excited about that because Wise Son was my favorite member of the original Blood Syndicate, or at least after a certain member died. And I don't know if that's going to happen this time around. So I'm excited about it anyway. Either way, I love this book. I love what Jeffrey Thorne is doing, just establishing the world that we live in. And I love that it's like no holds barred. Nobody's safe. You don't know who's going to die, who's going to live. You don't know how brutal this book is going to get. I'm loving it. So Blood Syndicate Season 1, Issue 2 is definitely at the top of my reading pile for this week. It's got a cover price of $3.99. I'm getting all the covers, but I'm getting cover A. Cover A is what I'm showing you. There's also a B cover by Edwin Galman, I believe. And then the cover C is actually a Pride variant, but it features Fade front and center, and I just love the cover. So super dope. $3.99, like I said. Now, since we're talking about Milestone and you know they're an offshoot of DC Comics, let's stick with the rest of the DC Comics coming out this week, starting with I Am Batman, issue number 10. So I Am Batman, written by John Ridley, with art by a rotating cast. I Am Batman has been really good. Like I said, since about issue 3, they finally pulled Jace Fox out of Gotham and put him in New York City. And so now you're getting more of him dealing with the New York or the NYPD. You're getting more interactions with like the mayor's office and how New York is choosing to deal with superheroes versus how Gotham is. I love that the police officers that were initially following Jace in Gotham are now NYPD officers as well. Like, I think putting this or setting this book in New York just makes it so much more compelling because I don't have to worry about, like, well, where does this fit in with the regular Batman and Nightwing? Giving the Fox family their own place, their own home base, I think has been awesome. But anyway, in this issue, we're going to see Jace versus Man Ray. He's got his own villains too. So that's super dope. It's got a cover price of $3.99. I'm getting cover A. And the next book on the pull list is Naomi, Season 2, Issue number 4. I read issues 1 and 2. I got to go fish issue 3 out of my stack. As a matter of fact, I think I see it. 1 second. Boom. Found issue 3. So I definitely got to read issue 3 so I can figure out what is going on. But apparently the town of Portiswego has kind of turned on Naomi since she's been bringing all kinds of trouble their way. So I'm curious to see what this ultimate fallout is looking like in issue 4. That was a fun thing to do. But Naomi Season 2, issue 4 is coming with a cover price of $3.99. I'm getting cover A. And the last book on my pull list is Superman, Son of Kal-El, issue number 12. Now, with it being the 12th issue, we should be wrapping up another story arc. We got Lex Luthor and Henry Bendix teaming up to try to put a stop to John's adventures as Superman, right? But in this issue, we're getting the return of Krypto the Superdog. So, if nothing else, I'm buying it to see Krypto do some work. You know what I'm saying? This one's got a cover price of $3.99 as well. I'm getting cover A. And that's it for the DC Comics on my list. If I just stick to this list and don't get any variants, which I'm definitely getting variants, so I probably should update this. But for purposes of, you guys budgeting at home, cover price on all of these is going to be $16. Super dope. Now, the next up, of course, we talked about DC, so let's move over to Marvel, the other one of the big two, where there's only 2 books on my pull list this week, and they're both X-Men related. First up is Wolverine, issue number 22. I'm actually caught up on Wolverine. It's been pretty simple to follow ever since issue 19 or 20, issue 20. Wolverine and Deadpool have been teaming up. And in the last issue, they got betrayed by Maverick, so it's a whole Weapon X program reunion. But yeah, they found their way into an adamantium prison cell, and now they got to figure out their way out. They also got to find Danger, since apparently she's the cause of a lot of this stuff. And who knows, maybe Wolverine will be driven crazy by Deadpool before they can get the resolution. I've honestly enjoyed Deadpool's voice in the Wolverine book, but it's kind of starting to get old. Like the stuff I loved in issue 20, I didn't love so much in issue 21. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this is a good issue. Either way, that is an amazing cover A by Adam Kubert. So I'm definitely down for that. It's got a cover price of $3.99. Getting cover A. And next up is XMen Red, issue number 3. So I actually went through and read issue 2 just a few minutes ago. And honestly, I feel like I'd be getting more out of this series if I had actually read Sword prior to it. But I do love the characterization on Storm. I love Storm's role here. And I think just being able to see Storm be all regal is reason enough to stick with the book, even if I don't quite get all the Araco and galactic stuff going on at different points. But this one's got a cover price of $3.99. I'm gonna come report back after I go back and read Sword on Marvel Unlimited and see if I'm decide to stick with it. Again, cover price $3.99. I'm getting cover A. And that's it for my Marvel Comics pull list. If I just stick to that list, my Marvel Comics are going to cost me $8 this week. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, we've only got 2 more books on the pull list, and they are both from indie publishers. Actually, they're both from Image, which might as well be the third arm of the big 3 for all I'm concerned. But hey, first up on the independent creator-owned pull list is Radiant Black, issue number 15. Now, I'm still behind on Radiant Black. It had been my favorite indie series, right above Firepower and 7 Secrets. But the last issue I read of Radiant Black was number 12. So definitely some stuff I got to catch up on. Again, that's what this Saturday is for. Today is catch-up day, right? Catch-up day. Must do. I don't know. But anyway, Radiant Black number 15. It's got a cover price of $3.99. I'm getting cover A. And the last book on my pull list this week is not one that's really meant for reading anyway. This is The Walking Dead Deluxe issue 41. Because The Walking Dead is already a wrapped up series, I don't feel a need to like rush and read it in this new deluxe format, but I love owning it because it's the only way you can experience The Walking Dead in color. And as you can see, a zombie book just looks so much better in color. So I'm excited about that. Issue 41 is out this week with a cover price of $3.99, getting cover A by David Finch. What else is new? So that's it. That's it. It's all the books on my list. If I just stick to the list, don't buy a bunch of variants, I'm looking at a total for the indies of $8. But for my grand total this week, I'm looking at $32. That's before taxes and my 10% subscriber discount. So that's welcome. And it's welcome because I'm definitely buying 2 variants for Blood Syndicate Season 1. Those are going to be $5 each. So we're actually looking at $42 for my total. The fact that I can stay under budget while buying variant covers is amazing. Makes me want to cut down my list even more. And I probably should because I'm having a hard time keeping up as it is. But anyway, that's the list this week. Again, I'm definitely excited for Blood Syndicate. That's the book that's going to get read first. I just ordered some original art from Blood Syndicate issue 1. I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it. When that comes in, ooh. But anyway, that's it for my pull list this week. I want to know what's on your list. What are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments down below. And I hope to see you in another video very soon. Until then, hope you saw something you liked in this one. If not, hey, that's cool. So you can always buy what you like. Just make sure you read what you buy. And be nice to others, because kindness makes the world go round. Peace.